What's happening, you all? It's the CoWaCo, and we back for another one. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We're not financial advisors. This is for education purposes only, but we about to get it in. Our first point for the day is how interest rates hikes is impacting your portfolio. Chris, what you got to say, my man?
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I am Chris. That is Leroy. This is the company Water Cooler. We appreciate you for being here with us. So interest rate hikes, as you know, is money becoming more expensive. So the ability for you to borrow money becomes more expensive now than what it was. So what the Federal Reserve is doing now is they're making it more expensive to recover losses. That's the only reason that you would make money more expensive to borrow when you lost it previously. So, and pardon me, if we have a business, we're selling something for $100. That is the base price for the item. The state tax, the federal tax, the sales tax, all the taxes we put on the customer, bringing your total to $107.39. If we now have to pay more for the item that costs you $100, but let's say it costs us $50. If it costs us $50, but now it costs us $75, if we continue to charge you that $100, yes, we are still making money because you are still paying that $100. We're making $25 now versus $50 before, and you were already paying the tax, so you're going to keep paying that. If we need more money for surplus or a rainy day, right, or if we need storage, right, if we want more money on the sidelines that we can play with, we're going to take that 100 and now you're going to pay 110. That's going to be the base price without taxes. So interest rate hikes happen when you have to make up for a loss. You got to make up for money that you don't have or money that you lost. And it impacts your portfolio because now it costs more money to get money. So you're going to see things drop. Right. And I mean, seemingly across the board, everything is going to take a little dip. Right. But that's what happens when you're in a recession anyway. Stuff's going to dip and stay that way for some time. But when you look at your portfolio and you say, man, my tech stock or my consumer discretionary stock is down, what does it have to do with interest rate? Understand that all of these things are connected. Right. You have different asset classes, but all of these asset classes are connected. Real estate is connected heavily with the stock market. So if you're looking at your tech stocks, and you're like, well, why are my tech stocks down? But they're talking about interest rates on mortgages and interest rate. Well, if I'm a hedge fund and I've been borrowing billions of dollars, right, or I've been loaned billions of dollars at 0%, but now I have to pay 0.5% or 0.75% to borrow that same amount of money, I'm probably not going to borrow as much money, right? Which means I have less money to invest, which means that my assets are going to go down. So this is how these factors play into your portfolio.
All right, that's what's up. All right, now our next topic we're going to actually talk about is what your portfolio should look like in 5 years.
Man, it should look up. It should be in the black. That's what your portfolio should be. You should have quality companies in your portfolio. You should still be investing in those portfolios in 5 years. If you're invested in a company now that you don't plan on investing in 5 years, you don't think it's going to be a good company in 5 years, don't invest in it now. This is a long-term. This is a long-term YouTube channel. This is not hey, here's the trades, here's the trade, here's the trade. You can go somewhere else for that. This is 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. you still putting in $1,000, $100, $200, you still putting in 20, 50, right? This is that channel. So your portfolio in 5 years obviously should look better than what it does today, because you're invested in these quality companies that are making money, changing the world for the better, right? Or at least changing the world profitably, making themselves money and making you in return for being an investor and believing in their vision. And in 5 years, your portfolio should honestly put you in another tax bracket. It should elevate where you are currently. If you're not in a different tax bracket in 5 years from your portfolio today, either we failed you or something else happened. But I can guarantee that's not what we're here to do. Okay, we here so that in 5 years your portfolio is going crazy, and it's like, man, that's all it took was 5. That's it, right? And now you can start taking that income. You can start doing real things with the profit that you're making from your investments. I mean, think about a good portfolio, 4 or 5, maybe 6 companies in there. Let's say half of them bring you dividends. If all you do over the next 5 years is invest, let's say you invest a set amount in those companies every month. Let's say you can invest $200 a month. The dividends that you bring, that those companies in that portfolio bring you, should pay some bills. It should pay a phone bill, a light bill. It should pay mortgage, rent. It should supplement your lifestyle, because you've taken the time 5 years ago to put that money in yourself 5 years from now. So, and I mean, honestly, in about a year or two, if you have a dividend yielding portfolio, which I mean, I recommend you get a dividend yielding portfolio, and you honestly, you can put it together, but get you a dividend yield, a high dividend yield portfolio, and just get you a growth portfolio. You could put the two in the same, right? Or you could put the value portfolio in the same, but get a portfolio that's going to yield you dividends and that you keep reinvesting, right? You keep dripping. So then in a year or two, hey, the AT&T bill, that's paid every month for my dividends. That Duke Energy bill, that's paid for my life. And then that's paid for my dividends. And then 3, 4 years after that, it's like, okay, we talking mortgage money now. We talking rent money. All right, cool. This is going to cover this every month. So now you can think about, okay, it's time for that W-2 to go. Or, right, because at that point, you already would have had your business started. You would have already started something. You would have already been making money on the side. Now that side money that you're making is becoming your main. So all of these things work in tandem. You can't just do one of these things. You got to do them all a little bit at a time, so you can start to see that in 5 years. Like I said, give yourself 5 and you're good. It should be, look, in 5 years, I'm gonna speak for me and Leroy. Our portfolio will be good in 5 years. I know that, okay? Because we are very patient men, and we know that the craziness going on in the market right now is just that craziness going on in the market right now. But the world is shifting, and whenever there's a shift, there's opportunity. Take that opportunity. You'll thank yourself later.
That's what's up. And also, when you're dealing with quality companies, right? As he was talking about, as you know, like the economy, even though like whatever the economy is shifting to or moving to, the quality companies, they're going to shift also too, to make sure they're actually improving and actually staying up with what's going on. So like if something is shifting, a good quality company would know how to also shift, maybe like some products that they have to shift, or some services that they have to actually shift, where it can be able to still be able to sustain what the economy is actually banging at them. And 5 years, right? Before you know it, when you blink, 5 years gonna be here, and you can be looking back at the portfolio like, holy snap, yeah, they're looking good. Telling you. And like you said, it's being patient.
Being patient. 5 years. And you want those companies that Leroy just talked about, those good quality companies, you want them setting the tone. They control the narrative of the shifts that are being made. So not only are they moving their company to pivoting their business model to adapt, but they're creating the model that other companies have to adapt to. So you want leaders in this space. We all want to invest $100 tomorrow so that next week it's $1 million. That would be fantastic, right? The likelihood of that happening is like 0.005 something. It's not going to happen, right? When you invest your money, you can't invest your money thinking that, because it is a possibility, right? Like super, 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 super rare possibility. But you don't invest your money thinking that, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna be rich. You invest your money understanding that in a few years I will be wealthy. You take that patience with you, you practice that patience, you continue to invest, because wealth is built. Wealth is not just a one-time, oh, here's $100, give me $1 million in exchange. Like I said, that would be great, but that doesn't happen. Wealth is $100 every Friday, $50 every Friday, $20 every Friday, over 5-10 years. So in 15 years, because think about it, you're not gonna be that old at that point. You're still, your hips still be good, your knees still be good, so you can still do your thing, right? You can still get up and do your little moves and whatnot. But now you'll have the ability to do that and not have to worry about, oh man, I gotta go to bed tonight and I gotta wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go, oh man, this is crazy. Now you can start saying no. That's what you want wealth for. You want to attain wealth so you can start saying no. You want to build wealth so you can start saying no. I don't have to do that. No, I'm not going to partake in that because I have this going on. And not no in a way that is disrespectful, but no in a way you don't have to. I have my freedom now. So I am going to do things that make sense for me, that matter for me. I don't have to do anything for money anymore because I'm good. Now I can do things that make sense for me and the energy that I want to put out there. Okay, my name is on that because I paid myself to do this. 5 years ago, I paid myself for today, and the reward is great. So when you're in, as you move through your investing journey, you want to 100% put yourself 5 years out, and you want to start today dictating where you'll be at that point. And that's how you get there. And that's how, when you will look back and go, okay, I see the journey, I see the progress, and then you'll do that for the next 5. And then you'll do that for the next 5. And so on. And as you progress and move along, you'll start to see that your vision is going to change. It's going to evolve because you're going to have more available to you. And it's going to be, you're going to look at the hard work that you did up to a point, and it's going to become easy. It's going to become easy. It's going to be automated. Boom, boom, boom. And you're going to really provide yourself with the lifestyle that you want. So when you're planning for 5 years, plan for yourself today where you're going to be there.
That's what's up. All right. Now we at the point, favorites. Stock of the week. All right. So my first one that I'm going to actually say is Microsoft. All right. Now, the reason why I say Microsoft is because Microsoft actually owns the Xbox. And guess what's coming up with all these doggone, holidays and Christmas, coming up? people gonna be in those games for the Xbox. And so that's my first one. My second one is Google, which they call Alphabet. Google. Reason why I say Google is, again, as Chris and I, we were talking about with the holidays coming up. A lot of people's gonna be online, doing their shopping, and basically what Google gonna be doing. I think Chris mentioned about how Amazon actually suggests, basically things you're shopping for. So if everybody likes to Google stuff, like they'll be going to Google to ask them a question. Google, how do I buy some red and black shoes?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so Google, Google have so much, data, database built up where they be searching whatever you looking for and what you're trying to shop for. Google definitely gonna bring it up for you to buy it. All right, then my last one. Now this one kind of left field. I'm gonna say this is actually a bank that I'm actually mentioning for my third one. This is gonna be JP Morgan Chase. All right, so now you all remember whenever we had that big, I think the big crisis that for the recession that was going on. Guess what bank actually helped bailed out for that? It was JP Morgan Chase. Y'all think about that. That's pretty big. So when y'all go even check their stock out and what the price of their stock is and check on, their finances and stuff, they doing their thing. So don't sleep on them.
Yeah.
So those are my three.
Yeah. JP, you can't lose. And that CEO is a goon. So y'all watch out for that boy, man. He's serious. He say what he want to say. He do what he want to do. And he gets the job done. I'm going to take Google from Leroy. That's going to be my clutch for, because Google has all of our information. They have everything. They're going to suggest everything. You always use it. When you using Siri, you using Google. Like, it's the same. Google has everything. And they have the only thing that doesn't work for Google, unfortunately, is their hardware. But that's because Apple is so popular, Samsung is so popular, LG is so popular. But they don't need the hardware. They don't need it. They don't need it. They got the software. And also they have the internet connectivity. So don't worry about it. So Google, that's my clutch for. Obviously, like I said, for the rest of the year, Walmart is number one for me. Walmart, that's 4,000 plus retail locations. Holiday is coming up. They got Halloween, they got Thanksgiving, they got Christmas, everything in between. Walmart is the one-stop shop for everything. We will all go there. That's what we do. Walmart is the place to be. Their delivery service, again, I'm going to repeat it over and over again. I'm very excited to see what they roll out about that. Their partnerships. Walmart has a lot of partnerships with media companies and publication companies, because who wouldn't want to partner with Walmart to get their products out? Everybody is going to know that your products are available if they're at Walmart. They did it with Netflix. They did it with Shaq with his shoe. Like, they do it. If you have a product in Walmart, they did it with Master P. If you have a product in Walmart, everybody is going to know about it. So the exposure, just that alone, is one reason to invest in Walmart. Home Depot is my second. And I only say that because we just talked about interest rate hikes. That means that the number of homes sold, especially single family homes, is going to slow down, which means that there are going to be more places on the market. Now, the market is still hot, so don't worry about immediately right now it's going to be a buyer's market, and now you can negotiate down that $1,800 a month rent in Wichita, Kansas to 14. No, it's still going to be high for the time being. But as interest rates start to creep up and it gets back to reasonable levels and logical levels where, okay, this makes sense for it to be that, Home Depot is a good investment because less homes are going to be built. People are not going to, but people are still going to want to fix things up. So Home Depot is winning either way. If less homes are built, that's fine. The commercial takes a hit, but the private goes up, right? You may not see as many contractors at Home Depot, but you're going to see a lot more Subarus and Toyota RAV4s, right? Because people, might be, oh, well, I'll build my own deck, or I'll do this, I'll do that. It's still going to be an even flow, but Home Depot is a great investment because when you think of home improvement, you think of Home Depot, and that's people's. I mean, and they've got orange. They got the bright color that's going to appeal to that. They've done the research. They hired the psychologist, so they're good on that. Number 3, Apple, because Apple it's the update time. Y'all, Apple product holders, y'all know what it is. It's that time of the year where your phone starts to lag and things start to slow down. And man, I got to get this update, or man, I got to get a new screen. Y'all know what it is. We thank you for your continued service in our ecosystem. We sure do, as an owner. We thank you so much. So you're going to see a lot, and a lot of people, what do you want for Christmas? You want the iPhone 13 Max, the 14 Pro, the 15 Semi, whatever they got. You want all of those, right? You want the 16 Next, whatever they'll come out with. But you want that for Christmas. Just to be able to say, hey, man, I got 8 cameras on mine. How many you got, man? Oh, you only got 7? You only got 7 cameras? That's the Pro. I got the Extreme. So we thank you. We thank you. So, as an owner, we thank you so much. Thank you. So Walmart, Home Depot, Apple, clutch for Google.
That's what's up, you all. All right. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. We out. The CoWaCo, the company water.
Next week.